Hello, this is Dr. Singh, and this is my name here on both sides, left and right. In this spreadsheet, you will see you're looking at two tables, one on the left and one on the right. They are the same table, same information, except on the left side, it is sorted on the sector number. On the right-hand side, it is sorted on the stock symbols. I'm going to be slow. So let's look over here. First of all, this part over here. Note each stock symbol is unique. Uniqueness is needed, and the PSX, which even though I did mention on the left side, refers to the Pakistan Stock Exchange, and they require or they make every symbol as unique so that the uniqueness identifies a particular company. And rule number 2 right over here is that every symbol, stock symbol, must be in uppercase. You have to use capital letters. As you can see on the left side, every letter used in every symbol is in capitals. If you use lowercase, any one of them, the system, which is the PSX, will not recognize it. That's their law, even though they have a lot of rules. Let's pay attention on this part over here. PSX refers to the Pakistan Stock Exchange, 217 the number and 419 number that you see right over here. Always follow the mouse. Is simply the serial number on the left and the serial number on the right over here. So 419 on this column and 217 on this column is the information about or the name of this particular company. Now, PSX, Pakistan Stock Exchange, is not the government of Pakistan. It has nothing to do with the government of Pakistan. It is a company. And the name of the company happens to be Pakistan Stock Exchange, and its symbol, stock symbol, is PSX in capitals. Okay. And I'm still over here. This PSX is the grandfather of all companies, all companies. And what basically it does, it simply monitors all public companies. It's like a policeman. The policeman basically, makes sure the things are run properly, not gets into the house of a person unless there is a crime, something very serious has happened. It works the same way with the PSX, that it monitors. If there is a problem, it may get involved. Okay. The word public is being used here, public meaning you and me. So all those companies, only those companies who have issued the shares or the stocks, means the same thing. Stock and share means the same thing. And the public has bought the stocks, meaning you and me. So our money is used there, then the PSX gets involved. Okay. That's called as a public. Let's come on this side over here. So the PSX, Pakistan Stock Exchange. In Pakistan, there are 544 publicly traded companies. These are public companies, meaning where people have spent the money. It does not involve if family has started their business, made a company, and therefore PSX is concerned. No, it is not. Only if the company issues stocks and the public buys it, then the PSX is involved, not otherwise. So there are total of 544 companies, and they are divided into groups or sectors. I'm using the word sectors over here. The technical word name used here is sectors, and there are total of 36 sectors into which the companies are kind of, divided. Now, each company will belong to only and exactly one sector, publicly traded. Okay, that's how it is. Then you look on this column over here and look at this color, the same color. This is one sector, and the name appears right over here. Here's a name, automobile assembler. There are 11 companies. The number 11 refers to that. These are the 11 companies, and these are their symbols. And that's what it is, okay? Having said that, in this video, I'm going to show you first this Word document on the left side. Here is my name, and we are going to discuss sector number 28. And its name is Synthetic and Rayon. There are 10 companies in this sector that are publicly traded. There may be other companies, but they are private companies. It's somebody's company. They don't involve the public, meaning they don't issue the shares. We are somewhere over here now. Read and relax. You have to be relaxed. Of course, you have to read. You got to do the hard work of learning. And there's no need to panic. It's not difficult. Once you understand it, you will be in good shape. It takes time. You should go over the same material at least 5 to 10 times. So this video, when you watch not just once, 5 to 10 times. Involve your friends. That way you guys can together discuss after watching what's going on. Every time you read, you will understand the depth of the words that are being used. So coming back to this part over here, synthetic rayon sector, this is the brief description of the entire sector, okay? So let me probably read this part from probably I'll read all of it. Let's go one step at a time. The first point, synthetic fiber are created by extruding fiber forming material through spinnerets forming fiber. These are called as synthetic or artificial fibers. Now, folks, don't be afraid. Just read it and forget it. The purpose is that you got something new. Let's go over here. Rayon fabric, often marketed as artificial silk, offers a soft, luxurious feel and good drapes, but it is not as durable as some other fabrics and can be prone to shrinking, wrinkling, and losing strength when wet. These are some of the characteristics or properties of the rayon fabric. Now, in the third point over here, various kinds of fabrics and export printed and dyed cloth bed sets, meaning what we are talking about is various companies that are there, total of 10 companies. They deal with this kind of things, material you can call, business you can say. So I'm again over here. Various kinds of fabrics and export printed and dyed cloth, bed sets, and other textile makeup, polyester, acrylic fiber, and tow products, polyester, filament yarn, self-produced polyester, polymers, chips that performs polyester, staples, fiber, and yarn. I'm not going to go fast. I'll go slow so that we are all clear about and understand what's going on to some extent. embroidered fabric and ready-to-wear garments and polyester, filament, yarn, dyeing, bleaching, finishing, embroidery of fabric, plastic caps, crown cap, hat raisins, perform, and bouquet resin. So this is the sector, various 10 companies that you see at the top that I mentioned over here. Some of them are involved in one part, the other is maybe doing something else, and so on and so forth. But collectively, this is what it amounts to. So you have these 10 companies, and now we come down to individual companies, those 10 companies that we listed over here. I'm going to ask you to read. They're all on one page. You can read it. Pause the video. Now let's talk about certain this pink color background highlights and all that. So when you say no data available, it's can have multiple meanings, or any one of them could be true, or all of them could be true. Number one, maybe this company is out of business. Something went wrong. Or maybe the company does not follow the rules. So somehow it was kind of warned by, remember the guy, PSX, Pakistan stock, they warned and all that stuff. So anyway, the long story short, it's not active at all. That's what the meaning. So non-compliant simply means they did not follow the rules of the PSX that we mentioned on the right-hand side somewhere over here, right? Okay, a few minutes ago. So read, pause, discuss with your friends, and so on and so forth. These are the various symbols of the 10 companies. We will go over them separately in a different video, not in this video. So here the goal is to get a general background of what's going on. General. Do you have to understand all of these things to move forward? The answer is no. You just read few times, watch the video a few times, discuss with your friends, make a group. Group always help each other. And then forget, and when it comes to really buying an individual stock, that's the time you should consider using the symbols and so on and so forth. And also there are some general things I will mention over here. Please do not talk to somebody who does not know anything about the stock market. If you talk to anybody on the street, in the family or their friend, they will always say, oh man, stock market is extremely risky, very dangerous, da da da, and so on and so forth. They will throw everything on you. They will scare the hell out of you. All of that is wrong. Now, when you ask them this question. If somebody says stock market is horrible, ask them, have you ever bought the stock? If they keep quiet or say no, then why are they talking about it? What's the point in talking? There's no point in talking, right? It is just saying by saying like, oh, there were 100 accidents in the car today in our city. That doesn't mean that you don't sit in the car. You still sit in the car, don't you? So what's the problem? Well, people don't know anything about the stock market, but they want to talk about it. They feel proud. That's a human weakness. They want to talk about something that they have no experience. They want to show off. How about that? They want to show off. That's a human nature. They want to say, well, they know everything. Come on, man, be serious. These people who talk without buying anything, I don't trust them. Don't listen to them. By listening to them, you're doing harm to yourself. Why? Because you can make more money. You can be wealthy if you are in the stock market. You cannot be wealthy by just working somewhere, making your earning and coming home and saving whatever little bit money here and there and things like that. No, you can't. Trust me, believe me, I'm telling you with my experience. So do not listen to the people. I have worked with the stock market. Work basically means I have bought and sold on daily basis. I'm not asking you to go daily basis, okay? It's a very slow process unless you know what you're doing. If you're starting up, buy a good stock. I will discuss that in a different video, and hold it for some time. Some time basically means for at least few years, 1 or 2 years. Okay, not you bought in the morning and sold in the evening. That's not good unless you know what you're doing. Okay, so stock market where you can really make money, and I will show you in other video, not here, because I cannot discuss everything in a single video. This document that you see over here, it's at least 3, 4, 5 days work. It's not easy to make 10-minute video, because you don't want to give the incomplete information, wrong information. You have to, I have backup. I know how and where this is all legitimate statements made by PSX. We will talk some other time. So I've done a lot of research. It's not that I am come out of the blue from nowhere and then start throwing the things at you. No. This is the statements made by, this is coming from well-known sources like PSX. Okay. So I know what I'm talking about. Pay attention. Invest. You cannot be rich if you don't invest. Investment will make you rich. Believe me. I can also say, and I always say, stock market is much more safe than your bank in your neighborhood. Not joking. I'm not joking. Your money in the bank, when you deposit, the bank will take your money and give a loan to somebody else who does the same thing that I'm telling you to do. They spend the money and they give it to these companies for a loan, as a loan. All these companies, you see this 10 companies over here, they give a loan to them. And they charge extra money from them, and they give you peanuts, small amount. So if they are charging, let's say 20%, they will give you hardly 2%. The remaining they put in their own pocket, the bank. So why are you putting the money in the bank? You should put only that money in the bank that you will need for only 1 year. And you should put that money in the stock market that you are not going to use for at least 5 years, maybe 10 years. Remember what I said. You should use only the money that you are not going to need for the next 5 years, at least. If you need the money in the next 1 month, 2 months, 4 months, please don't put the money in the stock market, because you will regret it unless you know what you're doing. Experienced people do a lot of things, okay? Don't get me wrong. What I'm trying to say is, if you're a starter, you're starting learning the stock market, you should put only the money that you are not going to use for the next 5 years. You will be a rich man. Take my word. With this, I'm going to stop this recording, and here we go.